What's going on, guys? It is time to cook.
Yes.
Shake your head no at me. It's time to cook.
Yes.
You are going to cook. She's shaking her head no already, and we haven't even started.
It's date night.
It's
Be
date
nice.
night.
Be nice.
We spend a lot of date nights here at home. Jack's gonna mainly cook it. I'm gonna help.
I'm not gonna mainly cook it.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how this goes.
I'm gonna mainly eat it.
It's a date night for me, so you're gonna do something for me. Okay. If you've been watching our videos, we are at 188 subscribers. I think we could get to 200 by Thursday.
Yeah, by next Thursday. Yeah,
This Thursday.
Yes.
If you guys are watching this, subscribe, like it. You could even don't like it.
As you're watching.
As you're watching. See, I don't know.
Like there's like a little bell like right here, right there. Just click on it while you're watching. It will not disturb your video.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really nice to wake up in the morning and have a couple new subscribers. It's very encouraging.
Subscribe. We need to hit 200. If we get to 500, that's going to be even better.
That's great.
But let's just shoot for 2. You ready to get started?
Yes.
Okay. We're making pork chops. We're going to make some fennel and brown sugar glazed pork chops with some smashed sweet potatoes. And we're going to, I think, make a little fennel and celery salad, which I know celery is your favorite, as well as pork chop. Every time I say we're making pork chops, this is the face I get. And every time she says,
I don't like pork chops.
And every time we have pork chops, she says,
These are really good.
there you go.
That's
so,
annoying.
Let's get started. Okay, we're gonna make her get all the stuff out and see how long this takes. I need fennel seed, cumin, brown sugar, salt, and pepper.
If this was organized,
First
then
off,
I feel like
that's rude. There is a method to my madness.
No, this is awful. Nope.
Yep.
I'm organizing. Container store, here I come.
And the mortar and pestle.
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 That's in here?
No, that's somewhere near you. Come on, man. That's the stuff we need for our pork chops. We have our spices out, which Jack found in our wonderfully organized cabinet back there, which was fennel seed and cumin. We're gonna use a little bit of brown sugar and salt and pepper as well for our pork chops, which these are center cut pork chops, bone in. They're probably about 1.5 inches to 2 inches thick. They're actually really beautiful. Pork. A lot of people say I don't like pork, like my wife. The reason why people don't like pork is usually because it's overcooked. Pork does not need to be cooked well done. It can be cooked medium to medium well. We're also gonna make a fennel and celery salad. I have a fennel bulb here, some celery. Fennel is one of my favorite things. I love it. It tastes a little bit like licorice, like black licorice.
When it's raw.
When it's raw, but it's delicious. We also have some heavy whipping cream, grass-fed butter, sweet potatoes, and I have a pot on my stove that already has some boiling water in it for our sweet potatoes. We want that water to come to a rolling boil before we put our potatoes in. So let's get started. For our marinade for our pork chops, measure out 1 teaspoon of fennel seed.
Like that's fine?
Yeah, it could be heaping, yeah. 1 teaspoon, then you're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin.
Nope. Got a little problem here.
No, you could just take that off.
It's broken.
It's not broken. Let's put a little bit more. Let's be a little generous here. All right, sure, why not? 2 teaspoons of salt.
2 ounces of salt.
Not 2 ounces of salt. 2 teaspoons. Put a teaspoon. Let's just put a teaspoon to start. That's good. Heaping's fine. A couple turns of pepper. All right, I'm gonna say that's good.
23.
23 turns. She had to be exact. All right.
Checkbook, man.
I know.
Your debit card goes through every time, right?
Yep, my account looks good, folks, because of this lady. Put a tablespoon of brown sugar.
I mean...
Yeah, throw that in and do another one. Let's do 2.
How do you decide to go from 1 to 2?
Well, because that was like, that's not gonna break up that much. Then we're gonna grind that up with our mortar and pestle. Grind that up. We wanna break up those seeds and break up that brown sugar.
I have to break down the seeds?
Yeah, so scrape it really good. See how they're breaking up already?
I did not sign up for this.
You're doing good. They are broken up for the most part. It's not 100%. There's still some chunks in there, which is fine. I just want to break them up, like the majority of them broken up. So now we're gonna take some paper towels. I am going to
Pat it dry.
Reason we want them dry is we want them to get a nice kind of crusty skin. We don't want like a lot of liquid on our pork chops. So I'm gonna pat it dry. I'm actually gonna wipe the plate down that they were on. We're gonna marinate our pork chops. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pour this all out onto my cutting board. Then I'm gonna scoop it from my cutting board and start to just sprinkle it on my chops. It might be a little messy and it might get all over, but that's okay, right?
Can you just do it on the cutting board?
I mean, you can, but then like I wanna use this cutting board and we shouldn't
gotcha.
put pork or raw meat onto our cutting board without cleaning it again. And I gotta be honest, I just don't want to wash it. So I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna flip that and do the other side. And I want to get the edges too. I want everything to kind of have that flavor. And that's it. We're gonna let these sit non-refrigerated. Now, you can marinate these the night before if you want to. We're gonna leave these outside of our fridge, just marinating for the next 30 minutes. They're gonna come to room temperature, which is fine. We're gonna be all right. Are you ready to make potatoes? And I'm not talking to the people there. I'm talking to you behind the thing.
Sure.
Okay, and you're gonna make the salad.
All right.
All right, deal. Here we go. Potatoes. What's the first step you think?
Wash them?
No, we're gonna peel them.
Okay.
No need to wash them if we're peeling them. So peel your potatoes.
Oh.
There you go. Sweet potatoes is one of Jack's favorite things to eat. That's why we make sweet potato mash and not regular mashed potatoes. Okay, so now you're gonna cut that into pieces.
Does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Take off the ends?
I mean, you could take off the end if you want. Now, just cut it into pieces. We're gonna throw it in the water. Now, dinner is not served. I will say, the more uniform the pieces.
Oh, yes, yes.
They're
They'll
gonna
boil faster. They'll boil at the same pace.
There you go. Look, she does listen. Now you got the rest of those potatoes. Peel them. But I'd like to show what an amazing job you did here.
And only one fell on the floor.
And only one fell on the floor. We don't want to say that,
There
but
you
know.
And we washed it.
And we washed it. A great thing for all of us to know out there is clean as you go. There you go. Okay, perfect. So you're gonna put those potatoes into the boiling pot behind you.
Okay.
Which, that boiling pot, potatoes, go in there.
No salt or pepper.
No, we're gonna salt them when we smash them. Okay?
Sounds good.
Put them in. Okay, continue putting those in because it was hilarious what you just did right now.
I feel like you're mocking my cooking style.
Well... Okay, now we showed your style, and it was in slow-mo, which was a mistake, but it was the greatest mistake ever. So now let's show how we should do it. Cutting board comes over to the pot. Look at that, no splash.
It's just not as exciting.
I mean, it's not as exciting.
It's like dangerous.
Yes, it's very dangerous actually with boiling water. So let's not do that. Let's just slide them in. We're gonna make our salad. We're gonna use a mandolin. If you don't own one, buy one. You're gonna use the mandolin.
It's a little dangerous.
It is. We're gonna be very careful. I'm gonna show you the first one, and then you can do the second one. I'm gonna take this fennel, and I'm just gonna lop off the top. I'm gonna save some of those fronds. Fronds? That's right, fronds?
Sure.
Sure, let's call them fronds.
What do they call the carrot ones?
Carrot tops.
Okay, so then fennel tops.
Fennel tops. And I'm gonna cut out this root, whatever you wanna call it. You can take the heart out. And then I'm actually gonna cut my fennel in half again. I'm gonna take it, I'm just gonna run it over my mandolin.
I mean, you should be using the guard.
Well, you don't usually watch this part. As I get down, then I'll get the guard.
I don't want any accidents on date night.
All right, no accidents on date night. There you go. Our fennel shaved really thin. You could do this other half, and we're gonna do the celery. So let me show you how to do the celery.
Well, I think you're already there, so you can just do it all.
Sure. Why not? That's what date night's about. I get to do it all. The celery, we're gonna cut it on a bias like that. We're gonna cut off the end. You can do it on the mandolin if you want, and you just run it along the edge, and it gives you these nice, evenly cut pieces, which is what I'm looking for, really. Or you can get your knife and just...
I think I'll do the mandolin. Mandolin for $5, please.
Okay, this is to prove that the mandolin is safe. Okay, we got to prove to everybody that they're not going to cut their fingers off. Put some pressure on it.
But without the guard yet, right?
So you're going to want to put some pressure on it. Trust me. No. Okay, so
No?
stop.
Okay.
You're scaring me with your fingers like that.
Really?
So yeah, even if you use the palm of your hand, like get the palm of your hand and put it down on the thing. There you go. And slide it like that. That's a little easier, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say right there you don't feel comfortable anymore because you just dropped the fennel. So now get the guard. Now, there you go. See?
You know,
look at that.
it's people that invented these things.
That guard actually has two little, there you go. You'll start to feel it go on the rails.
Yes.
All right, all done. Look at that.
Cleaning up my station here.
You're not cleaning up your station, you're making a bigger mess. On the bias, more of a bias. There you go. No, long side first.
What do you mean long side first? Tip.
There you go. That's the long side.
Just like that?
Yeah, you gotta push a little harder because you're not really cutting anything, I don't think. Oh, okay, there you go.
Whoa. Too close there.
Yeah, and you took away the bias, so it's almost straight now. So.
All right, we're heading this over.
You don't want to cut it with the knife? You try with the knife? Cut.
Done.
Our fennel and celery is all cut up.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you for making this for us. We're actually going to toss it with a little bit of lemon and some oil. We're not going to toss it yet because we don't want it to wilt. We want it to be bright and fresh. But our potatoes, we're going to check. So come along. Let's check them. You look like you're ready to do something, and I don't know what it is. Check your potatoes. How do you do it? Do you know?
Yes.
Okay.
Put the knife in. Oh, yeah, they're ready. It won't even stay on my
Perfect.
knife.
Yeah, so they are ready. We're gonna drain them. We're gonna get the colander out. We're gonna strain them. Then we're gonna put them back in the pot. Well, the pot's still warm, so they dry even more. Okay?
It's gonna be fast.
Yeah. Okay, get the colander. I would just like to say, I said get the colander. And what was the face you gave me? Exactly. We're gonna mash those, so start mashing them. We have a...
There's nothing in them.
Just start smashing them. The pot's still on.
Medium?
Yep, on medium. I'm gonna throw some butter in there.
How much?
That is a hunk.
Nope.
Yep.
I need precise measurements.
That's 3 tablespoons of butter.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna put a little bit of heavy cream in there.
I think, how much?
About an ounce. Keep going.
Well, I think I want them a little chunky.
Then you stop when you feel like they're good. We're gonna salt and pepper them too. See, those look good. Look at that. Okay, so I put 12 turns of pepper.
Did you really put 12?
12 and a quarter.
Oh, I'm so proud of you for counting. And then how much salt?
And then I probably put, I don't know, we're gonna call that 1/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna just mix that a little more. So we're gonna find the lid to this pot and we're gonna cover it up and just leave them alone. Our pan is hot, it's starting to smoke. I'm gonna take my chop here. We're gonna set both of these in. Just let them sit there and cook. We're not gonna touch them, we're not gonna disturb them. We're gonna let them cook for, I'm probably not gonna check them for 4 minutes. And then we'll see when we need to flip them.
Should we make the salad now or not yet?
Not yet. We're just gonna hang out, we're gonna talk, because that's what date night's about.
It's date night and I do not have a glass of wine.
Okay, well, let's get you a glass of wine and we'll come back to these pork chops in 5 minutes. It's been 6 minutes. I'm gonna flip these over.
Wow, is that too much?
No, so that actually, they're not burning, but the sugars are caramelizing. We're gonna turn it down even lower on this side. It's been about 4 minutes. I'm flipping them. The other side came out really nice. Look at that.
Is it too high before?
It probably was a little too high. We started talking, which maybe that's not a good thing on date night. I let the flame get a little too high, so burn the edges, but that's gonna be fine. It's just gonna be super caramely. Those probably need a couple more minutes to be perfect medium. We have our thermometer here. I'm gonna stick it into the thickest part, and I'm looking for about 140 maybe, 130. So I'm gonna give them a couple more minutes. These are ready.
Wait, you flipped them again?
Yeah, I flipped them just so this side wouldn't get crunchy. We're gonna pull them off, and we're just gonna let them sit here. Salad. Dressing.
Olive oil or
On the
avocado
salad.
oil?
Avocado oil. This isn't a measurement.
It's gotta be.
Okay, so let's say a teaspoon worth of oil. I'm gonna take a lemon here. And the reason I squeeze it into my hand is so I could catch the seeds.
Or a lemon squeezer.
Or a lemon squeezer. Why use a lemon squeezer when the good Lord gave you hands? A little bit of salt, just a pinch. I put 6 turns of pepper.
Thank you.
All right, and I'm just mixing it with my hands. So I'm just tasting it. Tastes delicious. I'm gonna take some of these fennel tops. Just gonna break them up, throw them in there. They're gonna give like a nice little crunch, a little bit more texture to the salad. We'll plate this, plate our potatoes, and then we're gonna cut up our pork chops. You ready?
Sure. Can't believe you're trusting me with this, but...
I know, I can't either. You are going to cut our pork chop. We have a bone in there. Okay, so we're gonna run along the bone.
Like this?
Yeah, that works.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
I feel like this knife's too big.
Are you good?
Okay.
There you go.
Going down?
No, you're gonna go now straight
Like
back
a
to
V?
you.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa.
there you go. That works too. All right, now do the same to the other side. Just run it straight back right there. Yeah, we're good. So now flip it long ways.
This way?
Yep, we're just gonna cut it into slices. There you go. You got it. There you have it. Our pork chop, sweet potato, and a little fennel salad. Ready to eat it?
Ready.
All right, come on over.
Tired from all that cooking.
Yeah, I know. You worked so hard. You actually did. You did actually cook.
I did.
You first.
Can I combine everything together?
Well, I mean,
Or no,
sure,
just
why
the
not?
pork by
Whatever
itself?
you want to do. This is your date night. You do whatever you want. You dunk it in your wine, whatever you want to do.
That's really good. I like that.
So the pork came out great, cooked perfectly. The potatoes are great. If you,
That's salad.
oh wow, there you go.
That's really good.
Delicious.
I love the sweet potatoes. Don't like pork chops, but these are delicious.
Well, I feel like that's a lie. I feel like you
It's
do
just when you tell me on date night we're gonna have a pork chop. It's like me telling you on date night we're gonna have spaghetti.
we've had spaghetti on plenty of date nights.
I know, but
Just
it's
wanna-
homemade
I just wanna
spaghetti.
throw you
But
out-
like if I
throw
said
it
like,
out there.
oh, I'm making you spaghetti, what would your face be if I told you that's your dinner on
I'd be
date
like,
night?
you better be ordering it. You better be calling somebody and getting it delivered. Date night has now begun. We're gonna sit here and eat and talk and drink a little bit. Thank you guys. Once again, if you like this video, give us the thumbs up, hit the bell somewhere around here. Just click the bell.
Click the bell.
It's not gonna hurt you. We wanna try to get to 200 subscribers by Thursday. We're almost there.
Cheers.
Cheers. See you guys next Thursday.
So you kept cooking them at low after you burned them, or?
I did not burn. Please don't say that. You cut that out, please. Thank you.
All the things, you know? Just doing the best we can here.
I'm not an ordained minister. I'm just doing the best I can, okay, honey? Oh, in the
Oh,
name
it's
of the
recording.
Kingonites. Ready? 3, 2, 1.